Always remember, your focus determines your reality. Stay close to me, and you'll be safe.
Alright guys, so today's video is the video that I wanted to put out for a couple days now. I just need to get some more battles and tests to show you guys this team. This is still the Shaak Ti Nuke team, but I told you guys in the first one I did, I've done two so far. In the first one I did, I mentioned that you can't beat Malak teams and Darth Revan teams where the Malak goes before the Darth Revan, because in that case then you would you get shocked and the taunt would go away and then they would apply fear on everybody. But this little team here that I have been using beats that team. The only thing though that you got to worry about is the Malak's HP and protection. If it is over a certain amount, it's probably not going to work, but that's kind of the same thing over the entirety of how you want to use this team. If you can't one-shot with Anakin with the first AoE, it's probably not going to do you much good. You're going to probably need to get some Gear 13 clones or just try to get better mods. And that's really the only thing that goes wrong with these. And but pretty much any Shaak Ti team can beat really any variation of Malak. I do though want to show you one team that it still can't beat, and this is with Wat team. We'll show that at the very end. But now let's just go into some of the battles I've been doing. All right, so we're fighting this guy named Torres. He has a 321 speed Darth Revan. We can go check his Malak out, 322. So the Malak is faster than Darth Revan. But as you can see there, we're kind of going back, we're going through this a little bit faster. So you can see here, he's got 108k protection with 52k HP. That's going to round out around 160k. So you will be able to one-shot him, but just keep in mind that if somebody was to go for a fast mod like this guy did, it's going to be really tough for them to crank up their protection and HP to make it so Anakin still can't one-shot, because getting these types of speeds is really tough to do with those good HP and protection mods. So I still would think this would work, but if you aren't able to one-shot with the first AoE Anakin does, it's probably not going to go your way. But I've done like, oh my gosh, I've done like 10 to 20 different attempts with in this team and without this team in a typical team. I've been always critting for like 180k plus, so it still should work. So that's the Malak here. And now we'll get into a battle here. This is the team, guys. I don't know why I didn't mention this earlier in the video. This is with R2. This is with R2 instead of Echo. And we'll go over some of the stats and the extra offense that you're going to be getting afterwards, after this attempt. But here we go. This is what you're going to do. It's very, very similar to that of the other team. In this team, you don't need to worry too much about the speeds because R2 kind of helps out with the RNG factor. So in this one, you kind of want to get the crit chance up going on Anakin first. But as you can see here, they applied the shocks, we dispelled a taunt, but since R2 was able to smoke screen up 5s, it's still the fear still went on both the leadership and 5s, which is really, really important. So now we got offense up and crit chance up on our Anakin. So now we can just wait for a bonus turn, just like right there, and let's 1 times it. He's got 10 stacks of Frosty, 160 to 170k. My mods here are not ideal. What you want to go for, like I said in the previous videos, you want to go for a full CD set in this particular counter with Shaak Ti. You want to get 222% CD with around 9k offense if you can. So that's really the most ideal for Anakin. But now, since we have confirmation this works, what are the modding on my team? Because this is actually quite important still. So we'll start off here with Anakin. Like I just said, I don't have the most ideal sets because I still like my Anakin to be somewhat fast. So he's still running the offense set. He has 140 or 192% extra CD, and he has almost 9.4k extra damage. This is a little bit of bump I've gotten from my last couple of attempts. So he is hitting still 170 to 180k in this team, and everybody else that we're running here, everybody is pretty much the same. Rex is still quite fast. You honestly don't need to worry about too much of these speeds. As long as you can get Rex going first, you should be pretty solid in this variation. And the other one, where it's just standard team, I would probably recommend that you watch my other video where you time the Shaak Ti speed, so she is around going to be getting the 99% TM instead of the 100%. So in this one, it still is the same with the speeds, but just in that other typical counter, I'll probably go elsewhere. And this one doesn't matter as much. And then we got 5s here, only gear 12. like around 100k altogether. So it's still pretty good. And then we got R2 down here, or up here rather. He is gear 13 now, and at the time of me doing that video, he was only gear 12, so he's gonna get a lot more offense. But this is the most important part of the video, guys. If there's anything you want to take away from this particular counter and why it's not as good as the other one, but it still will work when the Malak is faster than Darth Revan, this is something to really consider. So we gotta, yet again, whip out our calculators. So the only thing before we get into the math here, I don't know whether or not the Shaak Ti's lead is applied with the offense before R2's, or maybe it's flip-flopped, I don't know. So in this math, I'm gonna assume that you do the Shaak Ti's lead first and then you do the number crunch later. So if that's the case, we'll have to take Anakin's offense, which is 93, 69, and then we times that by 1.3 for the 30% offense we're getting in this team with the 2 clone troopers, and that will equal 12,179. So I wrote this down, and now we'll take that number and apply number crunch to it. And if this is the case, we had to take R2's offense. A lot of math here, guys. 4604 times 0.15, or 1.5 rather, for the 50% offense R2 is getting from number crunch here from every Galactic Republic ally, and that equals 6906, and then 10% of that is 690, and then you apply the 690 to that number we just got with Anakin from the leadership, which is 12,179. So let's add that up. 12,1, let's see here, 12,179, that is 12,869. So that should be the offense you're getting with this team, with R2. And this is kind of why I was saying you're not getting as much offense in this team rather than with Echo, because Echo gives 15% more offense with him being a clone, and R2 just does not make up for that. So you do actually get more offense running the Echo instead of R2 here. But this team, like I was mentioning earlier in the video, this does work versus where the Malak is faster than the Darth Revan. So it still works. I've run this multiple times versus different teams, and it still works. So that offense is still very, very high, and R2 is great, and that's the math for my gear 13. I don't know what I did for my gear 12, but I was still able to do like 170 to 180k crits. I'm sure I could probably do 190, maybe 200k if I swap up some of my mods. But that's the team here. I'll do one more battle, and then we'll show you the one team where you still can't win. This is with Wat Tambor, but let's go show you one more attempt here with this R2 variation, and then we'll go over to Wat. Alright, so in this team that we're fighting, this is not where Malak is faster. This is actually where it's just a typical team, but I still want to show you that it still would work regardless, because the smokescreen from R2 will still make it so all the hits and all the fears will still go onto 5s and Shaak Ti, which is what you want. So this still works regardless of whether Malak is faster or whether he is slower. This is just a very, very typical team you might see in Arena. So here we go. Like I said in the beginning of my first battle I showed, you typically want to give the extra stealth to Anakin with the crit chance up, just so when you get Shaak Ti's turn later on, she can actually apply offense up. And that was a quick one, holy cow. What was the offense there? I'm pretty sure that it was like 170 to 180k. And like I said, guys, this is only with gear 12 R2. The number crunch isn't as high as it should be with the extra offense. So what was it here? Let's just slow it down. Yeah, 160, 170k. It can definitely hit the 180 to 190k, making sure that you can still one-shot those gear or those level 7 Malak. So this team, I think, is going to be very, very good when you're talking about GAC, whether the Malak is, you know, either the same like a center team, or whether the Malak is actually faster than DR. And this has proven to work a lot for me very, very well. So this is the team I want to show for today. Pretty much to sum this up, you need R2 in here for extra number crunch, but like I said, you don't get as much offense when you take out Echo. You need the Echo if you want to run more offense, but this team works very well where Malak is faster than DR, so you can smoke screen up everybody, all the hits go on to 5s, and Shaak Ti with the fears. You get all the extra buffs on Anakin, you get a bonus turn, and boom, they're all dead. So now we'll show you one where this is with Wat. This team still is gonna not do as good, because Wat's tech, let's just go over what Wat's tech does to Malak. So Wat's tech on mass manufacture, he will, oh, here we go. He will give the Bactoid shield generator to Malak, which is the best tech he can give to Malak. It says at the start of his turn, recover 30% protection and dispel his own debuffs. That is huge. The tanking part is okay. Tanks taunt while they have protection, but man, the dispelling of own debuffs is why this doesn't, or why the Shaak Ti team can't counter the Wat team with Malak. Dispelling his own debuffs at the start of his turn negates all extra ferocity, and you won't get as much damage output. So now I'll show you just one little battle of that and why it doesn't work. So for this footage, I want to say thank you to G-Seth in my Discord for letting me know on this, because I didn't really think that Wat could really counter this team because of all the extra DPS Anakin and the clones will be doing, and this is with the Gear 13 clones as well. So and even on top of that, we're running this versus the GO, so this is very, very strong team. And like I just said, I mean, Wat's tech will be given to Malak every single time because he's a tank, and that's just what he does. So, yeah, you can see here that there's just, in a little bit actually, you can see here, there's just not enough DPS. The ferocity will get dispelled at the start of his turn, and Anakin's extra DPS will not be there because he's taunting for one, and he will not have the ferocity. I mean, it's just not going to work in this team, unfortunately. So, yeah, this Wat variation is like the counter to the counters when you're talking about like Arena. It's very interesting, and I doubt this would do much good versus like a mirror match with Wat in the Malak team. Maybe it does, I don't know. But yeah, I just can't believe that like Wat's just so good, guys. Holy cow. So now we'll see here, he's gonna get the kill on the Brute. And we're still stuck behind Malak, but he's just dispelling the ferocities every time. There was no ferocities, and we didn't even break through his half HP. He's still in the green. It's just ridiculous, guys. So this counter here versus this Wat team with the Shaak Ti nuke does not work. Straight up and plain doesn't work. So that's this kind of last battle here I want to show you. So thank you again, G-Seth, for letting me know on this. I didn't even think this was a possibility, but I guess it is now because of Wat. So there you guys have it. I just wanted to finish up this video by saying I really appreciate you guys watching this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, let me know down below, and also give it a like if you did, and share it around if you guys feel like it, because I feel like this whole variation of the Shaak Ti team is very, very versatile versus a lot of different counters, but the only one I just haven't seen can work is that Wat team at the very end. But the R2 variation does very, very well versus the teams where Malak is faster, and just really standard teams as well. So thank you guys. If you guys are new here, feel free to give me a sub. I do a lot of different videos on this game, and if you guys do want to check out the Discord, feel free to. It's in the description link below. Same with the Patreon if you guys want to help support me there. But that's pretty much it. This is the video I wanted to put out today with another variation of Shaak Ti team with R2, and I really like this team a lot. I might be using this in the future GAC because there are some really, really well modded Malak teams out there. So thank you guys for watching again, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. See you guys later.